squad. Squad 4, Team DeWeese for tonight. Charlie Riccardi of St. Joe, Ed Thomas of Vineland, George Cook of Wildwood Catholic, Abdullah Anderson of Absegami, Justin Harris of Hamilton, Jordan Brooks of Oakcrest, Lateral Dixon of Oakcrest, Lou Savage of Pleasantville, along with Niall White from Pleasantville, Jordan Robertson of Wildwood Catholic, and Ed McWade of Wildwood Catholic. It's always an enjoyable thing to see these coaches and these players kind of work together for that one and final time. It's always enjoyable to watch the kind of the chemistry that's developed. And also, as Coach Bruno talked about, a guy like Charlie Riccardi, he's from Ocean City. So he knows some of these guys from playing, whether it's, local, summer basketball or AAU ball. And, you have some of these guys, like I mentioned to Coach Dennis Smith, Lauren Fields, she hangs out with the girls at Holy Spirit High School. So, things like that, a lot of these kids know each other. It's a great opportunity to see these kids have an opportunity to have one more final game on the big stage in front of a lot of people. They're finishing off introducing Team DeWeese right now. Of course, we want to mention games being brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts with multiple locations in Atlantic and Cape May counties. They have drive-through at multiple locations. Folks, if you want to get your day started off right, you need a Dunkin' Donuts coffee, a Dunkin' Donuts sandwich. Get your day started on the right foot. That's Dunkin' Donuts, proud to bring you Cape Atlantic League high school basketball and football each and every season here on Wibbage FM 94.3. Also, we're streaming live on KBCountySports.com. So if you want to watch the game while listening to it, you can go do that there. We're getting set up for the tip-off here for the Cape Atlantic League Boys Senior All-Star Game presented by Prime Events. And we have, looks like it's going to be Ed McWade versus Jeremiah Bland. I don't know if this is this was a put-up or shut-up kind of thing to see who could jump higher, but McWade touched the ball first, but it's in the hands of Team Allen. Ball is in the hands of Rivera. Now here's a three by White, missed off the front of the rim. Rebound by Randall, and Kenny Randall muscles the ball up and he puts it back. Ken Randall, as my partner Harry Sachs would say, is the most athletic big man we've ever seen. And George Cook couldn't keep the ball from going across the backcourt violation, and it'll be a turnover into the hands of Team Allen. Rivera will inbound it to Bland. Bland brings the ball up court, dribbling to his right. Now passes off to White. Dennis White holds the ball. Now pass inside to Randall. Randall bounce past Rivera. Rivera takes it down. Drops it off for Bland outside the three-point line. Back to Rivera. Rivera holds the ball above his head. Back to White. White. Bounce pass to Randall. Back to White. Lefty to lefty. White for three. No good. Rebound. White gets his own rebound. Takes it all the way to the basket. Puts a shot up. No good. Rebound by Ed McWade. McWade leads the fast break. Drops off for Riccardi. Riccardi to McWade. McWade gets a shot blocked by White, but he stepped out of bounds when he caught the ball again, and it'll be Team Allen basketball. 2-0 here early on for Team Allen. Going to be inbounded by Jeremiah Bland of Middle Township. Bringing the ball up court is Seward from St. Augustine. Into the hands of Dennis White. White passes off to Rivera. Rivera drop steps, dribbles to his left. Now throws inside the White. Nice pass and great put up and in by White. Good job by Rivera to find Dennis White. And that's something that Rivera has been doing all year. He is so good at seeing the court. Here's Riccardi for three. He just won the three-point competition. No good. Rebound by Rivera, pushing the fast break. Rivera, full steam ahead, takes it into the trees, loses the handle, now drops it off for Randall. Randall reaches up, gets the ball, gets it blocked by Anderson, and I think somebody went out of bounds there. So it's going to now be Team DeWeese basketball. And of course, Jamie Gillespie is actually manning the ship. Coach DeWeese is not sitting on the sideline right now, as we have a three that was hit by Team DeWeese, number 25, Jordan Robertson, who had an electric year this year for Wildwood Catholic, really grew into a superstar player. Here's a three, no good. by number 23, Brian Seward. Ahead, here's Robertson trying to get it in. McWade couldn't get his handle on the rebound. And pushing again is Seward of St. Augustine. And we got a stoppage of play. Turnover, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds before he passed it off. And it'll be Team DeWeese basketball. Here comes George Cook, the senior point guard. He actually started all of the last 3 years for Wildwood Catholic. Drops it off for Anderson, misses the shot, and rebounded by Dennis White. Dennis White of Atlantic City, one of the few seniors actually on Atlantic City this year. Here's Bland, shoots and banks it in. Jeremiah Bland went to the bank and cashed in. It's now a 4-3 lead for Team Allen. 5:10 left in the first quarter. Here's Cook. Cook is caught in the corner. Passes off to Riccardi. To Anderson for three. Misses wildly. Rebound by McWade. Tries to get some touch on it. Can't get it to go in. Another rebound by Seward. Throws it ahead to Rivera. Rivera taking it all the way to the basket. Goes against the trees. Rebound by McWade. Passes off to Anderson. Anderson full speed ahead. Now pulls it back up. Passes into the corner. Robertson looking for a screen. Gets one, but Seward stays with him. Now to Anderson. Anderson drops it off. Inside. Here's a turnover. Here's Bland. They go all the way to the basket. He can't go over the block, and he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. And the crowd is congratulating him on the effort, I guess. So Jeremiah Bland will go to the line. He was one of the few seniors on a very young Middle Township team for Coach Faracco this season. Takes the first foul shot, misses, in and out of the rim. Bland actually spent part of the season injured. He missed, I think, 10 games, if my memory is correct. But he was a senior leader and very solid all season long. 4:30 in the first quarter, 8-3 lead for Team Allen. All the way to the rim is Cook. Cook gets it stripped away. And they're going to say a foul against Bland on the reach-in, and it'll still stay Team DeWeese basketball. Although I have to ask someone, even though Coach DeWeese is not here and is Coach Gillespie on the side, can we call it Team Gillespie? Anyway, Anderson with the floater, no good. McWade tried to tip it in. Anderson gets the rebound. Here's Robertson, thought about the three, pump fakes, pulls it back out. Now drops it off for Abdullah Anderson. Anderson spins down the lane. Now drops it off. Here's Robertson, long, no good. Rebound by Bland. Bland brings it up court. Passes off. Seward. Rivera down the lane, puts up a shot, and he hits it. Now we got a stoppage of play for wholesale substitutions. Coming in the game for Team Allen includes Nate Siegel, Jarius Jerkins, along with Jake Knight, and Kalik Ford of Millville. In the game for Team DeWeese is Lauderdale Dixon, along with Niall White. Also from Oakcrest, Jordan Brooks is in. Here's a three by White, missed in and out of the rim, tipped around, rebounded by Jake Knight of Cedar Creek. Knight, a super talent, doesn't always get the recognition because he played on a Cedar Creek team that, well, doesn't get a lot of recognition to the boys team. Kind of the same situation as Ocean City. Boys team is ignored a little bit. Ed Thomas playing excellent defense, tried to strip it away. Now in the hands of Knight. Knight for three. Count it. Jake Knight from long range extends the lead for Team Allen, 13-3. And I think this is the only time in your life, folks, you will see Gene Allen relaxed on a sideline. Scramble for the ball. Kalik Ford somehow ends up with it in his hands. They're going to say he traveled. Whether you want to call it a travel or double dribble, he used 2 feet, dribbled twice. He almost had the trifecta there. All he had to do was palm the ball. He would have had everything. Cook into the hands of Niall White. Jordan Brooks here. Brooks spinning. Tries to go down the lane. Pump fakes. Gets Jerkins in the air. And the ball gets stuck. Oh, you don't see that every day, folks. The ball went up and got stuck between the side of the rim and the backboard. And as a result, it's going to stay Team DeWeese basketball. George Cook looking in. Hands it off to Lauderdale Dixon. Dixon misses the three. Rebound by his teammate Brooks. And Brooks puts it in. Jordan Brooks, the senior from Oakcrest, averaged 12.5 points this season. Here is Kalik Ford. Ford with a long two, misses. Rebound by Brooks. Brooks passes ahead to Niall White. White drops it off. Kalik Ford ends up with the ball. Here's a steal. He's going all the way coast to coast, and he scores. And we're going to have a substitution here. Lou Savage is going to come into the game now for Niall White, as both coaches are trying to make sure everybody gets some time. Also coming back into the game is Nate Siegel for Team Allen. Ed Thomas takes it down the lane, takes all the way to the basket, misses out the front of the rim, rebound by Siegel. Siegel of St. Augustine pushes up court. The ball is stolen from behind by Lou Savage. Here's Thomas. Thomas bounce pass back to Savage, misses wildly. Thomas gets the rebound, puts it up, misses, gets his own rebound, puts it up again, and he scores. Great job by Ed Thomas to stay with that play. Now ahead to Siegel. Siegel puts the shot up, no good. Rebound kicked away, and it's going to be Team Allen basketball as Lou Savage couldn't maintain handle of the basketball. Jake Knight for three, no good. Rebound by Kalik Ford, as one of the smaller guys in the court puts up the rebound and gets a basket. It's now a 17-7 lead for Team Allen with 1:30 left in the first quarter. Swings it into the hands of Lou Savage. Savage to Brooks. Brooks thought about backing down. Now he passes out. Here's Savage for three. And gets the friendly roll in.
3-point basket, Lou Savage.
Lou Savage got lucky with that shot. It's now a 10-17 deficit here for Team DeWeese, being coached by Jamie Gillespie of Holy Spirit. Trapped now, here's McMahon, and McMahon hits the long two off of the post to out pass. Now going down, here's Ed Thomas for a long two, doesn't get the bounce. Rebound by Brooks. Brooks thought about dunking but didn't have enough elevation. Now puts a hook shot up and scores. And we're going to have another turnover. And it's going to now be Team DeWeese basketball. I'm going to have to ask Tom Williams about this. There's got to be some rule that says even though a coach isn't here, maybe we should name for the coach who actually is. But anyway, here's Brooks for a long three, no good. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay Team DeWeese basketball. Lauderdale Dixon will inbound the ball. It was Jake Knight who knocked it out of bounds. Lauderdale Dixon holds the ball above his head, looking, throws it over the top into the hands of Lou Savage. Savage dribbling, 24 seconds on the clock in the first quarter, drops it off. Here's a shot by Cook, no good. Rebound by Jake Knight. Ahead, actually no, the rebound was by Jerkins. They threw it ahead to Knight, and somehow Knight kept it in bounds. Here's Ford. Ford wildly passes. Here's Siegel, takes it to the basket, scores. 8 seconds on the clock, 21-12 lead for Team Allen. 4 seconds, 3, 2, George Cook takes a shot, and he can't hit it. At the end of the first quarter, 21-12 lead for Team Allen. Coming up next, fourth quarter action on Wibbage FM 94.3.
We will return with more Cape Atlantic League High School basketball action on Wibbage FM 94.3 WIBG.
The original style submarine sandwich is here at Dooley's Sub Shop. Not pre-sliced cold cuts, freshly sliced meats, and their cheesesteaks freshly sliced on premise and then seasoned. And on that AC Italian bread, delicious. You take the first bite of that fat sub and you just know this is more than your typical sub sandwich. It's a Dooley's Submarine. Dooley's Sub Shop, Tilton Road in Northfield. 1 block from the Pike Path. Eat in or take out. 609-646-6602. Dooley's Sub Shop, your home for offshore submarines.
Cape Atlantic League High School basketball returns now on 94.3 WIBG.
We are back here live from Ocean City High School here on Wibbage FM 94.3, also streaming online at CapeMayCountySports.com, presented by Ulmer's Appliance. And the Most Improved Player Award in the Cape Atlantic League is being presented to Scott Nelson of St. Augustine. Nelson, who has become a major contributor and his role has grown every year, was a star as an 8th grader, and he decided to go to St. Augustine. I remember him mentioning it when I saw him a couple years ago at the 8th grade game. Nelson said, I want to play for a coach who is as knowledge of the game as Coach Rodeo, and tells you a lot about him as a person. And he's really grown and will continue to grow under the tutelage of Coach Rodeo. Ball is inbounded. Ruja over to White. Now to Rivera. Rivera thought about a three. Now passes off to Dennis White on the right side. It's a 21-12 lead for Team Allen. Randall takes a three. Misses. Rebound by Ruja. And White now gets the shot up and good. So Dennis White cleans up the mess in the end and scores. And Team Allen now leads like double digits early here in the second quarter. Jordan Robertson, not liking that score, takes it down the lane, tries to drop it off into the hands of Niall White, but it's a turnover. And now Dennis White on the other end with a slam dunk. Dennis White of Atlantic City getting up and throwing down. Bounce pass over to Riccardi. Riccardi inside to McWade. Loses the handle. Now into the hands of Abdul Anderson inside to McWade. McWade throws it back out. Here's Jordan Robertson for three, and he hits it. 24-15 lead for Team Allen. Now back down to only 9 is the deficit for Team DeWeese. And here's a three by Dennis White.
Dennis White from three. Ryan Seward assist.
Into the corner is McWade. McWade. And here's a drive, and he's tripped as White, and Niall White falls to the ground. And we're going to have an inbounds pass by Abdul Anderson for Team DeWeese. Anderson looks around with one hand. Now bounce pass to McWade. McWade spins, fakes the shot, puts it up. Lefty against lefty, but McWade wins that one. It's not often you see two guys who are left-handed guarding each other, but in this situation, White and McWade are going head-to-head in these man defense situations. Here's a long three, no good. Seward tried to hit the three, but couldn't nail it. Here's Riccardi on the other end. Throws an alley-oop to Roberts, but it was way too far away from the rim to do anything with it. He gets trapped in the corner. Rivera tried to steal it away, but he lost it out of bounds. It'll now be inbounded by Niall White. Anderson with the ball. Riccardi, three, no good. Rebound by Rivera. Rivera pushes the ball up court. Rivera now dribbling back to the middle of the paint. Drops it off. Here's Justin Regia for three, no good. Spins it and out. And there's a rebound by Seward, and he puts it in. And now we'll have some more substitutions. Trying to get a good look at who's subbed in here. I don't actually think anybody subbed in. All right, back to the game. Niall White here. Actually, Lou Savage is the one that subbed in. Savage pump fakes. Here's a two. No good. Rebound by McWade. McWade looks around. Try to throw it to Riccardi, but thrown out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 5:23. It's a 29-17 lead for Team Allen. And for those who may not know, usually the way the Cape Atlantic League works, the two coaches of the championship game face off. Here's a drive. Here's Regia. Takes a shot. No good. Rims it and out. Man, he's just unlucky with these rims tonight. Rebound by McWade. Here's Savage. Savage drops off for Riccardi. Riccardi takes the shot. No good. Tipped around. Rebounded by Rivera. Rivera cutting up court. Now pulls it back. His squad is up by 12. Rivera fakes the shot now to Dennis White. Dennis White gets a screen from Kenny Randall. Tried to drop it off to Randall, but Randall didn't realize they were throwing it to him. Stolen by Savage. Savage up, and a block by Dennis White. Here's a shot by Niall White, and he scores. And Dennis White goes for the football players. Here's Seward. Seward puts the shot up and in. I thought he was going to go for a dunk there, but he decided to make a nice little cute layup. Robertson takes it down the lane, puts the shot up, and good. So now we got a fast-paced game going here. 10-point lead for Team Allen with 4:15 in the first half. Here's Dennis White. Passes off for Rivera. Rivera for three. No go upside the rim. Rebounded, taken in by Jordan Robertson, but he loses the handle and almost lost it out of bounds. Now throws it ahead to Savage, to McWade. McWade spins, takes all the way to the basket with the right hand and scores. Ed McWade, the lefty, takes it in with a spin in the right hand, and he'll go to the bench with a smile on his face. Now coming in for Team DeWeese is Lauderdale Dixon, George Cook. Along with, I believe that's Justin Harris. I might be wrong. But anyway, here's Jeremiah Bland, takes down the lane, pops out to Ford. Ford, the Jerkins. Bland drops back, shoots, and nails it. Bringing the ball up court is George Cook. Into the hands of Ed Thomas for three. Gets it tipped and blocked. The Jerkins try to keep the ball there, but it goes out of bounds, and it'll stay Team Allen. Actually, no, it'll be turned over to Team Allen, I should say. Yeah, that's what I thought. It stays Team DeWeese. It stays here. Okay, now we got an argument between the two refs about... Okay, now we got a major disagreement between the refs, and they got to chat this out. All right, so now we got this resolved. George Cook can now inbound the ball officially. Into the hands of Lauderdale Dixon. Dixon up top to Savage to Cook. Cook against Ford. It's a wild shot off. Ball tipped around, gathered in by Ford. Kalik Ford ahead. Nice pass ahead, and nice job to finish the job by Nate Siegel on the fast break. 36-23 lead. Team Allen having their way at times, but Lou Savage takes to the basket and scores.
Lou Savage.
Kalik Ford crosses half court. Ford ahead to Siegel. Siegel loses the handle. Picked up by Ed Thomas. Full steam ahead is Savage. And that shot is no good. It goes out of bounds. And it will be Team DeWeese basketball. George Cook passes in. Backing down is Harris. Harris loses the handle. Now in the hands of Lauderdale Dixon, goes down the lane, puts up a floater, but can't get the friendly roll. Try to get his own rebound, tipped away. Now here's Kalik Ford the other way, and we got a kick ball here by Lou Savage. Jordan Brooks will come into the game for Lauderdale Dixon. Clock stops at 2:32 here in the first half, a 36-25 lead for Team Allen. Team Allen's Jeremiah Bland from Middle Township brings the ball up court. He's going to take a jump shot, no good. Wildly off the side of the rim, rebound by Ed Thomas. George Cook up court, passes off. Here's Lou Savage. Savage for three. No good at the front of the rim, rebound by Jordan Brooks. Drops it off. Savage couldn't handle the hard pass to him on the cut-in, so he has to pull it back out. Here's George Cook, the Brooks. Brooks for a long two, no good. Rebound by George Cook. Cook looks around, analyzes, now passes to his left. To Savage. Savage tries to go down the lane, fakes a shot, passes off to Cook once he realized Siegel was up in his grill. Here's Justin Harris. Justin Harris gets ball slapped down. Now into the hands of Jordan Brooks. Brooks drops, sets, puts up a floater and nails it. Jordan Brooks taking full advantage of that reach. Minute 30 left here in the second quarter, a 36-27 lead for Team Allen. They get inside. That's Jerkins. Gets fouled on the way up. And they're calling the foul number 15, Jordan Brooks. So going to the line to shoot two will be Darius Jerkins. Jerkins and Randall, major factors on Mainland's playoff run this year and their excellent season. You know, people don't realize how good those two guys were and how disruptive they were in the post. And Darius Jerkins is a serious athlete. You know, again, when you don't play at a major basketball school like Mainland, you don't always get the recognition. But in an all-star game like this, you have an opportunity to showcase your skills as Jerkins misses the second foul shot. Here's Justin Harris pushing the ball up court. Harris looks around. Being guarded closely by Jeremiah Bland. Drops it off for George Cook. Cook holds the ball, looking. Screened by Abdul Anderson. Throws it over the top to Anderson. Anderson, double team, puts up a floating shot, no good. Ball tipped around. Rebound pulled in by Jake Knight. He pushes it ahead. Bland, all the way to the basket. And they call offensive foul. They do. Bland out of control there, and so the call was made appropriately. 53 seconds left here in the second quarter, a 36-27 lead. Coming down the lane is Harris, drops it off. Here's Brooks. Here's Lauderdale Dixon with an air ball. Bland with the basketball. Hands it off to Kalik Ford. Ford being guarded full court man-to-man press here by Cook. And I guess we're getting serious here. We just had a full court man-to-man press there. And a great block by Lauderdale Dixon. Ball will be inbounded now by Jake Knight. Jake Knight to Darius Jerkins. Jerkins pass off to Knight. Knight for three. Can't hit it, in and out, rims out, but Bland there for the tip in. 18 seconds now. 38-27 lead for Team Allen. Lauderdale Dixon takes it inside, drops off. Here's Justin Harris for three. No good. Abdul Anderson with the rebound. Anderson can't get the shot in. Ball tipped around several times. Cook tracks it down. Gets trapped. Takes it down the lane. Hands to Anderson. 1 second. And he can't get it to go. And at halftime, it's a 38-27 lead for Team Allen. Coming up next, the three-point showdown between the girls and boys champions on Wibbage FM 94.3.
From the Boardwalk Honda of EHT Studios, it's WIBG FM Avalon, Atlantic City on 94.3 and on 92.3 FM W222AL Cape May, South Jersey's #1 oldies station, Wibbage 94.3.
We will return with more Cape Atlantic League high school basketball action on Wibbage FM 94.3 WIBG.
The original style submarine sandwich is here at Dooley's Sub Shop. Not pre-sliced cold cuts, freshly sliced meats, and their cheesesteaks freshly sliced on premise and then seasoned. And on that AC Italian bread, delicious. You take the first bite of that fat sub and you just know this is more than your typical sub sandwich. It's a Dooley Submarine. Dooley Sub Shop, Tilton Road in Northfield, 1 block from the Pike Path. Eat in or take out. 609-646-6602. Dooley Sub Shop, your home for offshore submarines.
Carol, it's tournament time here at Boardwalk Honda. Deals have never been better. You have to tell your friends to get down here right now.
Really, Brian? Give me an example. Say a 2014 Civic LX.
Starting at $109 a month.
How about a 2014 Honda Accord LX?
Starting at $149 a month.
CRV 2014 LX.
Starting at $159 a month.
You're kidding me. Okay, how about 2014 Odyssey LX?
Starting at $219 a month.
These are crazy deals. How about 2014 Pilot LX?
Starting at $259 a month. The deals have never been better. I'm telling you, get down here to Boardwalk Honda right now. They're so good, I don't even know if I can do them.
I think his mother dropped him on his head when he was a kid. He just doesn't get it.
Boardwalk Honda on Fire and Tilton Roads, just off exit 36 Garden State Parkway. BoardwalkHonda.com.
Boardwalk Honda.
On select models with approved credit, 36-month leases, $19.90 down, 0 security deposit plus tax, tag, title, and acquisition fees. 12K annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter. See dealer for details. Offer ends at month end.
Starting your day off right isn't just important, it's essential. And there's no better way to start your day than with a cup of America's favorite coffee, Dunkin' Donuts. This smooth, flavorful coffee is ground fresh, brewed fresh, and made just the way you like it. Is it any wonder Dunkin' serves more cups of regular, decaf, and flavored coffee than anyone else? More than 1 billion cups every year. So stop in the Dunkin' for a cup of America's favorite coffee. Jumpstart your day with a cup of America's favorite coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin' Coffee.
We are now back to Cape Atlantic League high school basketball on Wibbage FM 94.3 WIBG.
Welcome back. We are live again here from Ocean City High School as the girls and boys shootout champions will have a little showdown here. And joining me here at halftime is Greg Goodwin, the head men's basketball coach at Cumberland County College. Greg, nice to meet you. How you doing today?
Great. It's great to be here. I remember when I was coaching high school, this is kind of like the final event. It kind of brings an end to the season, and like you said, there's some fine talent out there.
Now, I mentioned you before I remembered your name, and that's because you used to be at Apsagami.
I was at Apsagami. I coached the boys for about 5 or 6 years, and the girls, and I was fortunate enough to have a lot of talent with the girls.
Now, Greg, talk a little bit about what you have going on. Now you're at Cumberland County College. Talk about how we were talking off the air about how, a lot of the kids that come to community college, junior college, there are a lot of these kids who kind of the last seconds, you want to call them.
Well, there's a lot of, at this point in time, a lot of kids are looking at four-year schools, either mostly Division III, some Division II, and sometimes, things might fall through, either academics, finances, and, we're kind of you kind of have to get it in their ear a little bit that we're an option. And, that's what we're trying to do as far as recruiting goes is, reach out to the Cape Atlantic League. We also have, in the Tri-County area, and, you just got to kind of get out and be seen. And then, we had a pretty decent season this year. We made the playoffs for the first time in 6 years. And, we're trying to build on that. And going out and recruiting is fun. You get to see all kind of different players. You kind of hopefully that you can fit into your program if you're fortunate enough to get them.
Now, looking at some of the, some of the guys here, obviously we're watching Charlie Riccardi. Have you seen much of him this year?
Well, my assistant actually have seen St. Joe's play, and he's the one report I got is he definitely can shoot, and he's a good shooter, and no matter what level, there's always a need for that. It's the 3-point shot's been so in all levels of play. I mean, just looking at the NCAA tournament, and now, I mean, it's such a part of the game, and there's always a place for a shooter.
Right. Well, Charlie Riccardi, my partner who is actually working the score tables today, we always talk about he's a volume scorer, and he's one of those guys, when he's on, you're not stopping him.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at him, he extends your defense, if he's surrounded by, and St. Joe had a pretty good team this year with other players, it makes it even more difficult. If you get out on him, I'm sure he's can able to get the ball to other players, and that's what makes that so valuable.
And it looks like Charlie actually is in danger right now of losing to the girls' champion. Well, no, he just won by one. So that last one avoided the embarrassment.
That's pressure. I don't know if I want that if I.
Well, I mean, this has happened a few times over the years. Those who haven't seen this before, you have a lot of these kids. You don't realize that the girl can shoot too, and then the guy is like, wait a minute. If I beat her, I'm expected to beat her. If I lose, I'm the biggest idiot.
It's a definite no-win situation. And the tough thing people don't forget about All-Stars, most of these kids haven't played in almost, I mean, if they're fortunate enough to play in the tournament, but a lot of them haven't played in close to a month. So it's, shooting-wise, you got to get back in the gym and get your jumpers in. But, that's, like you said, the level of girls play has improved. They can shoot now, especially that three.
As they're taking pictures with the two three-point shootout champions. Greg, let's talk a little bit more about what goes into, like you see, you're on the other side of the coin. You're at the community college, junior college level, looking back into the high school field.
Yeah, I'll tell you, as a high school coach, there were certain kids that you had that either from an academic standpoint or even from a playing standpoint, they might need another year of maybe a junior college, and it was always good to get, to be able to have that kid get to play another year, and then most of the time it would turn in, they could get their associates and look to another opportunity. So, I know the high school coaches have been very cooperative. They're always looking to help their kids. So, hopefully with, some of the connections being around for so long, it can turn into getting a few good Cape players, and like you say, good players make you smart.
Well, Greg, it's really great to meet you. Really appreciate you coming over and joining me, and good luck in the future.
Well, thank you very much.
Greg Goodwin, the head basketball coach at Cumberland County College. As we're starting second half action here from Ocean City High School. Right now it's a 38-27 lead for Team Allen as Ed Thomas shoots a shot and hits the three. Now it's only an 8-point lead now for Team Allen. Keyshawn McMahon drops inside to Ken Randall. Randall puts the shot up, slops it. McWade got the rebound, but he missed it up court to Bacardi. It's a turnover. And now Dennis White will inbound the ball for Team Allen. Get in the hands of Keyshawn McMahon. McMahon to Rivera. Rivera looks, pulls out. Almost got caught on travel there. McMahon, though, now with the basketball. Dribbling, passes off to Rivera. Rivera takes all the way to the basket, puts up a shot, but gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Roberto Rivera, the senior from Millville, is an excellent multi-sport athlete. For those who don't know, Rivera also plays football, and he's a very good football player at that. Kind of got overlooked a little bit with guys like Rob Ennis playing running back, but Rivera, who plays on the offense and defensive side of the balls, would play quarterback, would play defensive back. He's a very talented athlete and has really grown into an excellent basketball player his senior year. Bringing the ball up court now is Niall White from Pleasantville. White dribbling to his right, takes all the way to the basket, puts a shot up, and they're going to say he traveled. He had the right idea, but he forgot to dribble along the way. Keyshawn McMahon brings the ball up court for Team Allen. They're up 39-30. McMahon's got to take a 3 of his own. Can't hit it. Rebound tracked down by Niall White. White gets the ball stolen away. Now it's White. And that's Dennis White who scores off of the turnover by Niall White.
Brian Seward, assist.
Here is Ed McWade. McWade drops it off to Robertson, his teammate. Robertson gonna take it into the paint. Take it all the way to the basket. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Kenny Randall. Pushes it ahead. Here's McMahon, drops it off. Here's Dennis White, shoots it up and scores.
Dennis White.
Now here's Ed Thomas. Thomas ahead to Riccardi. Riccardi for 3. Can't hit it. Rebound by Roberto Rivera. Rivera pushes ahead to McMahon. McMahon waits for numbers. Now drops it off for Randall. Randall to Rivera. Rivera trying to go into the paint. He does. Takes all the way to the basket. Can't get the shot to go in. But gets knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Team Allen basketball. 43-30 lead for Team Allen here in the Cape Atlantic League Senior Boys All-Star Game, a part of All-Star Saturday, which is brought to you each and every year by Prime Events. McMahon with the basketball, pulls it back out. Tried to go inside, falls, turns it over to Ed Thomas. Thomas ahead to Robertson. Robertson loses the handle. Now to McMahon. McMahon all the way up court. He's going to drop it off. Here's Seward. Seward goes to the basket and scores.
Brian Seward.
Here's Robertson. Robertson brings the ball up court. Hangs on, now passes off to Niall White back at the top of the key. Niall White trying to get out in the paint. Here's Ed McWade. McWade can't get the friendly roll. Kenny Randall with the rebound. Here's Seward. And he can't score. Rebound, but Ed Thomas was stolen away, and Dennis White drops it off for Brian Seward for the basket. Here's a shot up by Niall White, no good. Another rebound by Kenny Randall. Here's Rivera. Rivera to Seward for 3, and he hits it. And it's now a 20-point lead for Team Allen as this All-Star game is, well, getting ugly. Here's a steal by McMahon for Team Allen. McMahon throws it ahead. Here's another three-point attempt by Seward. Can't hit that one. Rebound by Ed McWade. Soccer pass ahead over the head to Robertson. Robertson all the way to the basket and scores. Jordan Robertson getting the assist from his teammate at Wildwood Catholic, Ed McWade. Here's McMahon. Can't get the basket to go in. Rebound by Robertson. Robertson throws it ahead to his teammate McMahon. McMahon goes to the basket, and he gets fouled en route. And they're going to call the foul on number 34, Kenny Randall. Ball is going to be inbounded by Team DeWeese. Niall White to McWade. McWade trying to go inside, battling against Dennis White. Throws over the top to Robertson. Robertson for 3, no good. Rebound by Dennis White. Dennis White full steam ahead, looking around. Now drops it off for Seward. Seward goes inside, gets a shot blocked from behind. Kenny Randall, though, cleans up the mess and scores. And now we got a stoppage of play for substitutions. George Cook Abdul Anderson, Lauderdale Dixon, Lou Savage, and Jordan Brooks come into the game. Coming in for Team Allen is Jeremiah Bland, Nate Siegel, Justin Rougier, along with Kalik Ford and Darius Jerkins. And here's a three by Lauderdale Dixon, missed off the front of the rim. The ball tipped into the hands of Rougier and ahead to Kalik Ford. Into the hands of Siegel. Siegel inside the Darius Jerkins. Now the ball rebounded by Savage. Savage loses the handle. Here's Jerkins. Can't get the ball to go in. Ball tipped around a couple times and brought in by George Cook. Pushing the ball up court is Cook. Now in the hands of Anderson. Throws it inside to Lauderdale Dixon. Lauderdale Dixon going to get physical and can't get the basket to go. Here's Siegel. Siegel bounce pass ahead to Regia, and he scores the basket. Great pass ahead by Siegel to Justin Regia. Here's George Cook. George Cook to Savage. Savage crossover. Now goes right. Comes back left. Loses the handle. Passes off to Lauderdale Dixon. Dixon holds the ball overhead. Now dribbles to his left. Goes back right. Goes to the basket against the smaller Ford. Misses the shot. Loses the handle. Ball gathered in by Savage. Here's Cook. He goes to the basket. Puts it off the glass and scores. Team Deweese trying to make a game of this as Team Allen is up by 20. Certainly this game is not as competitive as the girls' game earlier today. Jerkins and Jordan Brooks goes over his back, and Anderson was kind of the guy at the bottom getting smushed there. Coming into the game is Justin Harris, the senior from Hamilton. He'll come into the game for George Cook. They throw it in over the top to Siegel. Siegel trying to get away from Abdullah Anderson, throws a long three, rims in and out. Rebound by Jerkins. Jerkins puts the shot up. Ball tipped, tries to get his own rebound, and he loses the handle, and it's taken away by Lauderdale Dixon. Dixon runs up court. Backdrop dribble, throws up a shot, and swish! 3-point basket on the fancy dribble by Lauderdale Dixon of Oak Crest. And there's a deep three by Kalik Ford, and he answers with a shot of his own. A minute 45 in the third quarter. Here's Dixon. Dixon brings the ball up court. He's going to shoot another three. Misses off the back of the iron. Rebound by Regia. Justin Regia brings the ball up court, taking all the way down the lane. Passes off. Here's Bland. Bland, he hits a three. Now here's Justin Harris. Justin Harris brings the ball up court for Team Deweese. Takes all the way to the basket, puts the shot up, and good. So Justin Harris gets on the score sheet with a minute 15 left in the third quarter. Kalik Ford. Ford looking around, being guarded by Justin Harris. He'll take another deep three, and he hits another one. Kalik Ford says, "You give me an inch, I'll take a mile," and he hits that three. Savage passes off to Brooks. Back over to Harris. Justin Harris pulls the ball out. 48 seconds on the clock. Harris drops it off for Lauderdale Dixon. Dixon over to Abdul Anderson. Back to Dixon, thought about the shot, now pass up to Savage. Savage tries to go inside, but gets fouled. Foul stops the clock with 36.6 seconds here in the third quarter. Inbounding the ball for Team Deweese is Lou Savage of Pleasantville. In the Lauderdale Dixon. Now he throws it ahead to Justin Harris, and he can't get the shot to go. But the rebound is by Savage, and he gets fouled again on the way to the basket, and this time he'll shoot two baskets. Trying to see who the foul was called on. I believe it was Justin Regia. Senior Lou Savage goes to the foul line. Has had major playing time for Pleasantville 3 of his 4 years on the varsity team. Savage always has been a streaky player, but plays very, very hard game in and game out. And is one of the reasons why he's became a very respected player this year, because of his intense hard work. Bland gets fouled and a reach-in foul from behind. Bland was trying to split the trap there, and he gets fouled on the way to the basket. Siegel with the ball, 20 seconds on the clock. Siegel with a fadeaway jumper, and he nails it. Nate Siegel of St. Augustine with a fadeaway and hits the shot, and it's now a 65-41 lead for Team Allen. Here's Lou Savage of Pleasantville. Savage looks around. Pass up. Here's Jordan Brooks for three. No good. Justin Harris couldn't gather in the rebound, and that's how the clock will expire. 65-41 lead at the end of the third quarter. Coming up next, fourth quarter action here on Wibbage FM 94.3.
We will return with more Cape Atlantic League high school basketball action on Wibbage FM 94.3 WIBG.
Bigger, better, Boardwalk Honda.
Hi, this is Brian Brumell, General Manager of Boardwalk Honda, and I want to congratulate all you senior All-Stars. Have a great game. You had a great season. Carol, did you make the All-Star team? No, you didn't. I know you didn't.
I did play. I scored 22 points a game, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. I was good. I could have been somebody. I was a contender.
Folks, have a great game. Enjoy it.
Boardwalk Honda.
We are back on the court with Cape Atlantic League high school basketball on 94.3 WIBG.
Fourth quarter action from Ocean City High School. Here is Jake Knight, loses the handle on the ball. And that's another basketball that came right at me up here at the table. I think I've had more basketballs come at me at this table in these two games in the All-Star game that I've had the entire season. Anyway, here's Keyshawn McMahon off to Jake Knight. Jake Knight misses the three at the front of the rim. Rebound by Seward. Puts up a wild shot. Rebound pulled in by Ed McWade. Here's George Cook up court. Cook going all the way down the paint. Throws up an alley-oop and slammed home by Jerome Robertson. Jordan Robertson. I was thinking of Bill Rafferty was ascended in Jerome. And that got the crowd excited, even though Robertson's team is still losing by 22 points. But hey, it's an All-Star game, so who cares? Here's Seward, passes the ball into Rivera. Rivera takes down the paint, puts up a shot, gets it to go in. Here's George Cook. Cook bringing the ball up court. Going against McMahon. Passes off to Ed Thomas. Now swings it over. Here's Jordan Robertson. No good upside the rim. Rebound, scrambled for, pulled in somehow by Ed Thomas, but he loses it as he throws it off and in the hands of Seward. Seward probably got fouled there, but they didn't call it. Rivera couldn't clean up the mess on the rebound put back. And here's Jordan Robertson all the way down. Here's that McWade. McWade runs into his own teammate, then tries to get it to Cook. And now Thomas with the ball. Back to Cook. Cook. One to go down the lane. Now to Robertson for three. And can't get the bounce to go in. Rebounded by Rivera. Rivera ahead to McMahon. McMahon over to Jake Knight. And he gets the roll in. He got fouled. He'll go to the line for one more. Jake Knight, the senior from Cedar Creek, has a chance to complete a three-point play here and make, well, I mean, at this rate, we may have a 30-point lead for Team Allen. And it should be noted, Gene only has one of his players on his team. There is no other Atlantic City players. George Cook brings the ball up court, drops up, and there's Jordan Robertson with another slam dunk. Charlie Riccardi comes into the game for Ed McWade. It's now a 69-45 lead for Team Allen over Team DeWeese. McMahon fakes. Here's to Randall. Kenny Randall scores. He also shakes the entire backboard by hitting it when he put the layup up. Here's Jordan Robinson. Nice spin move. Put the shot up. No good. Rebound pulled in by Jake Knight. Throws it ahead to Rivera. Rivera bounce pass to Knight. Can't get it to go. Here's Jordan Robertson off the rebound. Ahead to Cook. Cook. Weird looking bounce pass ahead to Ed Thomas. He gets the basket to go down.
Ed Thomas.
71-49 lead. Now 71-47 lead with 5:25 left in the fourth quarter. Inside, here's Jake Knight. Knight gets the basket. 5:15 in the fourth quarter, and it's a 73-47 lead for Team Allen over Team DeWeese. Another turnover Now it's brought back by Cook. Cook almost lost the ball for Team DeWeese. Now full speed ahead. Pass off. Here's Ed Thomas for three. In and out. No good. Ahead. Here's Seward. Seward gets the basket up and in. 75-47 lead for Team Allen. And here's Charlie Riccardi for three, and he nails that one. So the three-point champ hitting a three during the game again. McMahon with the ball. Passes to Rivera. Rivera, blind pass to Knight. Knight pump fakes. Tries to get the shot up. Misses once, but nails the putback. 77-50 lead with 4:28 left in the fourth quarter. George Cook passes off. Here's Niall White for three. Rattles in and out. Flying up court here is Seward. Seward runs over Cook. They don't call a foul on anybody. Rivera passes off to McMahon for three. Can't hit it. Seward can't handle the rebound. Gets knocked out of bounds. And Cook will inbound the ball for Team DeWeese. Wholesale substitutions coming in. For Team Allen is Justin Regia, along with Nate Siegel, Darius Jerkins, Kalik Ford, and Dennis White. Coming just into the game is Lateral Dixon, who passes in to Justin Harris. Charlie Riccardi stays in the game. Lou Savage comes back in the game. And Abdul Anderson from Absegami in the game. Riccardi for another three. Miss upside the rim. Gets his own rebound, though. Puts up a fadeaway side jump shot. Air ball to Harris. And they're probably going to credit Riccardi with the assist to Harris there because it's an all-star game. Bringing the ball up court is Kalik Ford. Ford passes off. Here's Siegel. Siegel inside. The jerk is back to Siegel. Siegel pulls up his dribble. Passes into the hands of Dennis White. White can't get the shot to go down. Rebound by Justin Harris. He passes ahead to Dixon. Dixon gets the shot to go up despite the streaking Dennis White to try to block it. 3:18 left here in the game. 77-54 lead for Team Allen. And Nate Siegel takes a ridiculously deep 30-foot three-pointer. Shot inside, up and good by Abdul Anderson. More subs coming in. Jordan Brooks is going to come in this time for Charlie Riccardi. Dennis White inbounds the ball to Justin Regia. Regia passes off to Kalik Ford. Kalik Ford puts up a shot. No good. Rebound by Abdul Anderson. Anderson ahead to Dixon. Dixon goes all the way to the basket and gets fouled in the paint. Go to the line to shoot two. Lateral Dixon, leading scorer on the season for Oakcrest. Also was a dynamo as a wide receiver. Was one of the Cape Atlantic League leaders in scoring as well as receiving touchdowns. He also is one of the top 5 players at receiver in receiving yards per game and per catch. Dixon gets his own rebound off the missed free throw, puts the shot up and scores. Now he's 80-58 lead. Here's Kalik Ford in the corner for Team Allen. Now goes down the lane, pushes it back out. Siegel faked the three, takes down the lane, try to put up a shot and gets it slapped away by Dixon. Throws it ahead to Justin Harris. Harris with left-handed shot up and good off the glass. 80-60 lead. 2:16 on the clock. Kalik Ford brings the ball up court. Here's Siegel for three. No good. Rebound by Abdul Anderson. Anderson throws it ahead. Here's Justin Harris. Harris throws it back out to Anderson. Now hands it off to Savage for three. Savage can't hit the three. Here's Siegel. Siegel up court. Puts it ahead to Regia. Regia, reverse layup up and good.
Justin Regia.
Coming into the game now is Jeremiah Bland. (82-60) lead, a minute 40 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Justin Harris. Harris swings out to Savage. Savage with the jump shot. No good at the front of the rim. Rebound by Jordan Brooks. He misses the shot. Rebound by Abdul Anderson. He gets a block from behind by Jerkins. It'll stay Team DeWeese basketball. Justin Harris with the basketball. Harris dribbling, takes it down the paint, pump fakes, pops it back out. Here's Savage for three again, and he hits it. Lou Savage, nothing but net. Kalik Ford now brings the ball up court, trying to go down the paint. Ball gets smacked away by Justin Harris. Scramble for the ball. Now ends up in passing ahead into the hands of Abdul Anderson. There's an alley-oop for Savage, and he puts it home. They will lose this game, but they will be not lacking in highlights, that's for sure. Here's Justin Harris, strips the ball away, throws it ahead. Lateral Dixon, and Dixon scored, but I think he was trying to throw an alley-oop to himself or to somebody else, and there was a lot of confusion there. Either way, it's still an 82-67 lead for Team Allen as an air ball is put up. Somehow Kalik Ford keeps it in bounds. Here's Dennis White for three, and he hits a three of his own. 24 seconds now. 85-67 lead. Anderson tries to get the ball, stolen away by Dennis White. Dennis White now the ball stolen away by Lateral Dixon. 15 seconds. Dixon ahead to Anderson, and over to Harris for three. No good at the front of the rim. Rebound by Anderson. Bounce pass inside to Dixon to Savage. Now back to Dixon. Dixon scores, and that's how the ball game is going to end. 85-69 point win for Team Allen. Coming up next, MVP of the All-Star game here on Wibbage FM 94.3.
Cape Atlantic League High School Basketball returns after this on 94.3 WIBG.
You're going to drive a brand new car cheap. Just $99 a month for a 24-month lease cheap. Kerbeck Mitsubishi is offering a new 2014 Mirage for just $99 a month. $99 per month for a 5-door sedan, automatic trans, air conditioning, power windows, locks, and more. $99 per month. And you're driving a hot new Mitsubishi Mirage. $99 per month with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. $99 per month. And you get up to 44 miles per gallon estimated highway. 2014 Mitsubishi Mirage. Just $99 per month. How's that for cheap? From Kerbeck Mitsubishi. Route 9 and the Black Horse Pike in Pleasantville.
VIN E8009618, 3-cylinder, 1295 due-it signing after 750 Mitsubishi rebates and 0 security deposit. Qualifications exist for a 2045 due-it signing. Lessee liable for 15 cents per mile over 20,000 miles. Total payments $23.76. Lease and purchase option $10,200. Total cost